Hi folks, JP here from the podcast. Just to let you all know that the podcast is sponsored by AB Entertainment, and the AB stands for Mr. Alec Beveridge. It's a DJ and entertainment business. Alex is on Facebook and Instagram, and you can hit him up through the WhatsApp for any bookings on 07845 746 092. And also folks, the podcast has taken on a new partner, and we're partnered by MCM Framing Services and Hoops Memorabilia. If you want any jerseys, or if you've got any memorabilia sitting around you want framed or anything looked after that way, contact John Mullaney, and you can get him at johnmullaney0971@gmail.com, or contact him on his mobile 07835 072 582. And here at the Unrestricted View, we hope you're all enjoying the content, and if you are, please like and subscribe. It's free to do so, and also share amongst your Celtic family as well. Hail, hail from all of us. Good evening and welcome along to the Celtic Unrestricted View. It's myself, JP, and joining me this evening on a Friday special is my good man, Mr. Alan Stirling. And not only that, his love affair is back with a Mac 3 Razor, and he looks like a fresh old guy now. So, welcome along, Alan. How are you, mate? It's good to see you.
I'm champion, mate. Very champion. Aye, no, very. Just calming down slightly before tomorrow. Obviously, the performance and the result through the week, just cementing us as champions once again, 3 in a row. So a very happy time to be a Celtic fan, and it's hard to take the smile off any of our faces at the minute because just to finally put it in again that Glasgow belongs to us, and Glasgow is green and white and will be for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, absolutely, mate, and that's what we've been saying for a very long time. I'm well. Got a wee question, obviously. Celtic he says, who's battered you, JP? Nobody. This is actually a bite. I don't know what it is, but I've put TCP all over it the whole week. I woke up on Sunday morning like this. No insect attached to my face or anything, so I don't know what the hell it was that bit me, but it kind of came out like the way, see that way, Alan, you get a cold sore. It came out in like wee kind of blotches first, and then as I started putting TCP all over it with a cotton bud, obviously there was a sting instantaneous, and then this kind of, it looks like I've got a black eye now. Aye, so but all good. Aye, try to look like Michael Beale, except he's got a bigger run thing in his face than I have. But good evening to everybody that's joining us this evening. I hope everyone's been well. Hope we all enjoyed the Wednesday night. And just as Alan says, yes, we are champions again for a third time in a row. We're kind of getting used to this now. And but I'll tell you what, the feeling never ever dies. It never ever goes away.
and it certainly is going to take something drastic to take the smile off our faces. We're not finished yet, Alan, because obviously tomorrow, mate, we get the league trophy and we get to really, that's what I say, we really celebrate as a fan base, because we've obviously heard the chat about everybody getting into Merchant City and stuff tomorrow, and if you are, please be safe and do things responsibly. By all means, do it with care and do it with your head held high and a smile on your face, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. That means you can do anything what you want.
A Warburton's loaf wrapper on your head as well, aye. Just
No,
don't do
well,
well.
by the way,
Just saving
do
them
you
up.
know that? I'd imagine there's still some of them going to the games wearing them on their heads, by the way, I'll tell you. But no, obviously the other night, mate, down to Rugby Park, and they were all chatting afore at me, you and Tommy Sheridan were on the other day having a wee chat, and I think we were all expecting a more closer affair, and they beat us twice this season. But what did we expect? It was a different animal that Aberdeen were facing. Aberdeen Kilmarnock even. There we go. I'm getting carried away with even who the opposition was. It was that good. It was a different animal that Kilmarnock were facing coming down, and obviously a fully fit Celtic side proved to be just far, far superior to anything Kilmarnock were able to do, mate.
Aye, I think one of the stats that came out before it is that Brendan Celtic has lost 4 times in the last 5 visits to Rugby Park. So it always seems to be a stumbling block for us, but they're always very well organised before the other night. And they always seem to put up a proper fight against us. They usually give us issues, whereas other teams maybe not. Sometimes that's maybe put down to the plastic pitch or how Derek McInnes sets up his side. But Wednesday night, it was really fast flowing, attractive football, and I don't think Kilmarnock knew how to deal with it at all. We started for the kick-off basically, early goal as well, and we didn't really stop for then. We just carried on the same sort of kind of fluency, the same sort of pressure, and I think the best way to explain it is that Kilmarnock didn't have a clue how to deal with us or how to put up with the kind of pressure we were putting upon them.
Yeah.
So it was a very accomplished performance. It gives us lots of confidence going into the cup final next week as well. Because if we play to that kind of calibre, that kind of standard, then I don't think there's any team we could, including the team across the water, that can handle us or are capable of kind of getting anything off us. So it's very encouraging performance, and it was obviously magical to watch as well.
Yeah, I just thought the level we played at, mate, was just, it was off the scale. You look at individuals in the team, you know, James Forrest, Matt O'Reilly, Rio Atati, and then obviously the inclusion of my main man, of recent, Big Adamida. I just thought he was absolutely superb. Brendan went along the lines of horses for courses and the idea of playing Ida because he thought that the pitch would have been difficult for Kyogo, the physicality of the 2 centre backs. And we just totally destroyed them, you know, from start to finish. We're 2-0 up in the first 11 minutes. So we set the tone in that game to how the way we wanted it to go. And in my opinion, Alan, I just don't think Kilmarnock ever really get started. The game was beyond them before that happened.
Aye, definitely. You've mentioned your big favourite at the minute, Adamida. He's done well for the goal, the first goal that he got, especially. He's used a lot of strength to kind of hold off two of the Kilmarnock players, as we mentioned. I think the lead up at the halfway line. So that was pulled back for VAR. So I was a bit sceptical whether that would be one of the dodgy ones that get.
Do you think it was a foul? Do you think it was a foul? I mean, he's just trying to
personally,
shield
I
the
don't
ball,
think
isn't
it is. Personally, I don't think it is. I think it'd be soft for a foul, but I think we've all kind of seen the kind of fouls given as well. But personally, for me, I don't think it's enough for it's slow enough for a foul. Maybe if it was that kind of challenge against a Celtic player, then we'd maybe have different opinions. But I think probably the sensible choice there was to let the game play, because I don't think there's enough there for a foul. Obviously, gives the ball out. O'Reilly with an absolutely splendid pass to find him. He was inch perfect. He couldn't have placed it any better to get that ball into either. Actually, who was it who was behind? I think it was Dyson Maida. It was behind him. I think Maida was actually offside if the ball had ran through to him. So it's great first goal. And that's all you can ask for, especially when we're looking for at least a point to secure the league. And we got off to a start like that. And we, as you say, within the first 11 minutes, we follow up with a second goal. And it wasn't that much different for the first goal when you're looking at it as well. There was a few of the goals that were kind of 6-yard box kind of goals as well. So it just shows the intensity and the running that we've got off the ball as well when you're getting goals like that. You see a lot of these goals when Big Ange was in charge. You've not seen maybe as much as that kind of goal this season with Brendan, but it always kind of shows your intensity and the tempo you're playing, that these guys are kind of running beyond the ball and making these runs like constantly. And it gives kind of midfielders like Matt O'Reilly that option that he knows that players are going to be running behind the back line and be there if he makes the through ball. And that was kind of shown to fruition with the first goal.
Yeah, mate. Like I say, is it the football, the tempo we played at to the first goal, and obviously Adamida brings that physicality. He brings that strength that you can go route one, as they called it. And then obviously the ball just sticks to him, mate. You know, he's a big unity lad, and for me, he's not only he's big, he's strong, he's powerful, he's fast, he's dynamic, he's got a great touch, his layout. I thought his link-up play the other night was absolutely off the charts, mate. And he complements the team really, really well. You know, and I think he brings a great confidence with him and the team. And he gives you that different route than just going into feet all the time and try to play fast and round people. He allows you to play over the top of people as well. Sometimes you need that, Alan. I think away from home, especially in Scotland, when teams are playing as a low block, and sometimes you need to get in and over them. And I think he does that very well. Like you talk about the first goal, mate, he's solid. You know, the way he backs into that boy, and for me, he's just using that to, you know, he's balancing himself to keep himself with the ball. He just shields the ball and takes the ball away from the player, and then he runs with it, puts it out wide, and then obviously he gets himself into the box for the Matt O'Reilly sensational pass, mate. And then that, for me, that just set the tone, mate. Like he says, that you then look at the second goal. Again, he wins the ball, gives it to Hattati. Hattati then plays a nice reverse pass into Johnston. And I was ready to say Maeda there, but obviously Maeda, I was thinking of Maeda setting up James Forrest's goal, the other one. But then Johnson, obviously. But for me, in that one, the second goal, I think for me personally, Hattati makes that goal with just these reverse pass, because the defender, have you watched the defender, the left back, he gets drawn to Alistair Johnson when he's static.
Yeah.
When Hattati then plays that, he's on the spring to go, and he goes into the space, and the defender's then tractor beamed over to the left hand side, and he's in no man's land after that. I think it's a big boy in Daba. He was in no man's land again for the James Forrest goal. It's just no tracking runs, mate, and it's Celtic playing that fast that they can't track and run. You know, it's that tippy-tappy football that we love talking about. And yeah, mate, for me, I think the season's come to an end very quickly, and it's come to an end at the wrong time, because we seem to be picking up this high-tempo football that we're playing now, and I'm only glad now that we've got another 2 games, another game tomorrow and then another one the following week to to kind of try and strut our stuff. But again, I think the season might be finishing for some of these lads too early.
Aye, you always like a plan B. We know the first choice striker is going to be Kyogo. I think we can all agree on that. But with a plan B, you've seen it in the past with Giacomakis, they kind of players that when maybe something's not working properly for you think a change of tactics is needed.
Yeah,
Then the kind of big, stocky, powerful guy up front can change it up, the kind of tactics and the way we play. So it's always a nice option to have. You have a different kind of player and a different kind of option. But when you look at the goals that we've made, when you're looking at the Hatate pass, Aldo,
you don't
cheers.
shoot that.
I
Not
know.
having a beard.
I'll be back in a couple of days, don't worry. It grows out like wildfire. No, when you're looking at the Hatate goal, the Hatate pass, I think that's maybe what we were missing when we had a blip during the season. Maybe the overlapping runners, and Hatate was injured. Maybe Matt O'Reilly wasn't at the best of his form. There was a couple of months that he wasn't kind of reaching the peak that we've seen just now and the first part of the season. So you've got these players now that can find that pass, and
Yeah,
it is an intricate pass. So you've got these players that have got the ability to do that, and on the other hand, you've got the runners that are willing to kind of go beyond the last man and be available for that
yeah.
quality of pass. So I think that's maybe what we'll be lacking kind of
Mhm.
early in the season when we're going through that tough spell. But it's definitely not lacking at the minute. It seems as if everything's kind of ticking over very nicely. And we're reaching a level of play that is nice to watch, and it's proven very productive with regards to performances and results.
Yeah.
So long may it continue, and let's hope that we've got the majority of these important players come next season, because I think they'll be pivotal for us going forward when you're looking at the likes of kind of Matt O'Reilly. But we've still got 2 games left. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and I'm very positive about the cup final as well. If we turn up and play the level of performance that we're capable of and we've shown the last few games.
Yeah, mate. Like I say, I think the season's coming to an end too quickly. I really do think so. I think the way the way we're starting to click and gel. I think that's just down to time, Alan, and all. I think that's down to fitness, down to you see Hatati being more fitter, McGregor starting to become more sharper, CCV now into fine tuning as well. Alistair Johnson's maybe starting to regain a lot of his fitness again. Because don't forget, I mean, he missed a bulky pre-season in the summer, and I think another pre-season under his belt, he'll be good to go again next season. Like you talk about Ida, you know, he's more fresher. He's not played every single game since he's came, but what an impact he's made, mate. You know, you look at the games he's played in, he scored a lot of big goals, important goals for us, goals that have actually helped us secure the title. You look at away from home, he scores a vital goal against Tibbs to get us a victory. He scores a brace, but 1-0 down against Motherwell away from home. He scores a brace to get us out, into winning that game. Then he scores a great goal at our biggest rivals stadium. No Celtic fans in, and they need to score a worldie just to get a draw with us. So if you look at what he's achieved, and now you look at the tempo we're playing at, so we're not taking extra touches. The ball's moving sharper, quicker. I think the worst thing Kilmarnock done. One of my mates was actually down there on Wednesday night, and he says that when he went into the stadium, he was one of the earlier ones in the stadium. He says in Kilmarnock were watering the pitch. He says, "Nah, I was like, what he's doing, man, because that's just going to eat right into our horns if we turn up and play." He knew right away, and he texts me. He says, "By the way, they've just watered this pitch," and I was like, "Oh," and I knew right away as soon as he said that, and then I seen the Celtic team. I think it was you that put it on a group chat, and I was like, "Oh, here, man, here." I just looked at the team and I went, "Right, Brendan's no messing about here." and you can see the ruthlessness. But now I think, Alan, you maybe see a different Celtic again because now they'll not have that pressure on them. And see, that's another thing as well, mate. And a lot of fans and probably don't think about stuff like that. That was a big pressurised game on Wednesday. Massive pressure on us, mate, to go and you had to win that to secure the championship. Other teams would fold. In fact, I know another team relatively close to us who have showed that they would fold. So I know that for a fact. Teams deal with pressure differently. And what I think the thing about our team is we've got to deal with a different pressure because we're the top. So that it's then how you regain it, how you keep it as a constant. That's a different pressure. When you're chasing it, it's totally different. So I think it's, these are all things, mate, that it's not really getting thought of or sort of spoke about. But I think that's what tells you more about the character of this team, Alan, for me. I think the way they carry themselves, the way they train, the way they work, they block out all the noise, they work hard, and they stay together within the dressing room. And that's what wins you titles, mate. That's what wins you trophies. When you start letting outside noise get in and start to bother you, that's when, in my opinion, things start to go a wee bit wayward and things start falling by the wayside.
Aye, well, we've shown it. The majority of the players have obviously shown it over the last couple of years as well. But we have got a few big characters in there that give us that confidence and that kind of winning belief as well to go forward.
It's a nice wee comment there for DFS.
Where's the
Not too
couch?
sure if that's I was going to say I'm not too sure if that's the furniture DFS shop that's messaged us there. Aye.
No, we need a cuddle couch for me and JP.
Friday, we need one of the L couches, don't we, mate?
No, we need cuddle.
A wee cuddle couch, aye. What would you call that?
A cuddle couch?
A spooning couch.
A spooning? Aye. Like a wee spoon.
But
Like a wee.
But aye, cousins, brothers. Depends. Obviously, it depends what kind of lipstick he wears on a Saturday, and depends what perfume I'm wearing on a Saturday. Do you know what I mean? It can be anything.
We make a different school together.
That's it. Different. Aye, definitely. But aye, cheers for your comment anyway. And there he is, our wee man there. He's over in the land of Mallorca right now, folks, hiding out the road. He's like he says there, another trophy day at Paradise for the winning machine, Sangria for the champs. No, that's just you.
I know.
That's just you. A different type of 10:30 show, wee man. At this point.
Just a wee announcement for Ryan. Tune into the 10:30 show. Well, Ryan will be curling Carlos Puyol's hair.
He's gonna.
He's managed to get a hold of him, and you can't miss this one. Topless, might
asked him to straighten his hair for him.
Aye, so tune in. That one's not to be missed.
No, definitely not. And then he says for payment, he's getting a big bowl of nice paella made for him. So
aye,
I'm looking forward to seeing that. To be honest,
I know.
Carlos Puyol. Oh, brilliant.
Right, back to this.
Back to the team's mentality.
The team's mentality. I was reading that. The team's mentality. I think we are paying.
George Cadetti, he'd have paid him, didn't he?
I know, but he's Portuguese, so he'll be my go for Ryan.
Unless he's on holidays in Mallorca.
Get a holiday Torres or no.
Fernando.
I know the team's mentality. Obviously, there's a lot of big players there, like Cal McGregor, Carter Vickers, Joe Hart, that have a massive voice within the changing room. And that goes, you'll know yourself, JP, that goes a million miles for having the mentality to keep winning and going for trophy after trophy, league after league. So it's got to be a massive miss. We'll look into that kind of further in the season, but just the impact that Joe Hart has within the dressing room as well.
Yes.
We need these kind of voices to keep going with winning mentality, because not everybody in the changing room has got that kind of voice. So we need, when we get new players in, we need these type of personalities, shall we say, that will lead the other players on. Let them know what it's all about. Let them know what's expected of them with a massive club like Glasgow Celtic, and
Yes.
show them the kind of winning mentality that we've started to produce on a constant level, basically, over the last decade and a bit. So it's obviously imperative that we keep these kind of personalities and these guys with big personalities within the dressing room. And
Yeah.
if there is any outgoing like Joe Hart, then we must be looking to kind of bring in experienced players as well, just to replace that experience and that kind of personality that leads to the winning mentality.
Somebody like the Mad Monk for Mean Machine.
Aye,
He just
we're
comes
just
in
running
and
aye.
karate chops people right in the throat.
Or Gary Wackett for Mike Bassett, Football Manager, made him to punch the wall.
That's right, aye. Brilliant, man.
Aye,
No, but these are big characters as well, you know.
aye. So but we need to make sure we've got a few of these characters, these personalities spread across the dressing room, because it's massive when you look at kind of winning trophies and having that mentality go across a full season, picking up enough points to make sure that we win the
Yeah.
league. So I think everybody will be looking in the summer for a bit of experience to come in, and that can only kind of bear fruit going forward.
Yeah. You
With
know,
winning
for
more.
me, this one's more satisfying than any for me, for many reasons. One being, I've backed the manager for he came back. I said right for the off that we need to get him back. We need to bring him back because he was the most outstanding candidate. All the names that were mentioned at the time, like Enzo Mariesca, who, by the way, has went on to do very, very well with Leicester and take Leicester back into Premier League. And then you've got the boy Kusnutson from Bodo Glimt, who's done very, very well with them as well, and his success with them. But when you see the list of managers that were there, the most outstanding character and candidate for me was Brendan Rodgers. The reason why? Because he guarantees you success. Second reason, he knows the league. So I think that's key as well. He knows what it takes to win with Celtic. And yeah, I just think he's an elite manager, and he's proven that this season, Alan. And listen, it's no surprising, mate, that he's in the last couple of pressers and the last wee while on in the media and stuff. He's come out swinging for people because, like he says today, I mean, he's no made of wood. You know, he's got feelings. He's a person, and as much as he's got a job to do, and this for me as well tells you what he's like as a manager, mate. Because if you've got all that coming at you, and it's all right saying we try and stay off, social media. We need to do this. We need to do that. Don't tell me for 1 minute he doesn't hear it, because he obviously does. Otherwise, he wouldn't be commenting on it. So he must hear it. He must see it in some form or way. I mean, there was a wee dig made about Chris Sutton recently, about when Chris Sutton mentioned he was going through emotions at one point in the season. He's now mentioned it in a couple of post matches and a couple of pressers now, leading up to the end of the season. These guys must get fed up with that, I know, Alan. You know, they must get fed up seeing what's being read about them, because he was right in what he says. The story was being written about us for August. You know, things were going to happen. Their season had imploded. This was going to happen. This guy Clement was the new messiah. He was coming in to take over. He was coming in to do this. He was going to win the treble, and all this rubbish we've heard for probably September, October, you know. Celtic dipped in form. That was all that happened. And the way a lot of people carried themselves then, they would have thought Celtic lost everything. You know, they were knocked out the League Cup early, and that was them, season over. You know, and it started for them, in my opinion. And then obviously they had they had a wee run just after Christmas where Hearts beat us and, you know, Kilmarnock beat us and we dropped points to this team and we dropped points for that team and we drew with Hibs and I think he's right to do what he's doing, Alan. But I also think it's the marketing man as well that he's come out, you know, and even through all the, like I've said, Alan, even through all the kind of bumps in the road we've had this season, he's remained an iceberg. You know, the way he's carried himself. And see, for me, Alan, see if you've got somebody like that at the head of your table, mate, all the players feed off it. But again, the common denominator here is this wasn't his first rodeo. It's the same with Callum McGregor, James Forrest, like you said, Joe Hart, big characters, mate. This wasn't their first rodeo or going through wee spells of not being on form. Because they always knew, Alan, and they always had full belief, no more so than a manager, that it would come the way it's finished. It was going to come good. It was always going to come good. It's just a case of being patient. And I think sometimes the fans lose that, mate. I think sometimes the fans get lost in that and they sort of get sidetracked because it's not going so well, because it's not happening. And I think it's important, and I also think that's why this win, this victory, is a wee bit more satisfying, more.
Aye, with Brendan, I totally agree with when we looked at new manager. We're lucky enough that Brendan's got an association with the club. I've said this before.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason we could attract somebody of that calibre. Because I think maybe Kid Marcel on, who's somebody that kind of Premier League experience, if they've no association with the club, whether that be supporting or they've managed the club or played with the club before, then
Yep.
there'd be very, very little chance a manager of that stature even entertaining the thought of coming to Celtic in the league we're in.
Mm-hmm.
So we're lucky we had that association with Brendan, and I just think Brendan's been a brilliant manager, and I think it's even more so because of the mess that he's been dealt, especially this season. There was
Yeah.
a massive blip, but it wasn't just a blip as well. I think I've said this and I'll still continue to say it. The performances as well were they weren't at a level we're looking for. But Brendan's got through all that trouble, and I think that trouble was caused by the transfers that were brought in and the players that were given to him. When you're looking at just now, we're now relying on how wonderful he's done, James Forrest, but nobody at the start of this season would have thought for a million years that James Forrest was going to come in.
That's the
So
thing,
now,
Alan. He's only 32, so I think a lot of the Celtic fans seem to be this, you know, they're surprised by this. He's only 32, he's not finished.
But you notice with forward players and wingers that their shelf life and the amount of time that they play football in that position, it's not as long as other positions, shall we say. You look at other players like maybe Ryan Giggs that ended up the deep holding midfield role. Wayne Rooney was the same as well. The last couple of years of their careers, they reverted back to that role. So wingers don't usually have that long a shelf life when you're looking at that. So I'm just saying, only opinion in most Celtic fans, I think if they looked at kind of James Forrest at the start of the season, I don't think many people would have said that he was going to play a pivotal part in the season. And he's come in, and I think he's going to be in the Scotland squad as well. I think he's done that well. He's done fantastically well. He's a legend for the club. To score in 16 seasons running, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's just the likes it'll probably not be seen again. But when we step back to kind of Brendan, I think he's overcome, and that's how you show how good a manager he is. He's overcome adversity with the players that have been brought in. You never want to kind of bring down any professional footballer because they're far better than us and they've worked very hard to get to that
Yeah.
level. But the players that he's been given I don't think they've been his choices, and they've not been up to the level that we expected. You're seeing that as well with when we had a couple of kind of important injuries, like Real Hatati, like Cal McGregor, like
CCV.
Cameron Carter-Vickers. When these
Mhm.
players have been out for a few weeks, we're looking at the players that are coming in, and there's quite a gap in the level of quality compared to our top players that we've got. Whereas I think Brendan referred to it as well in one of his interviews during the week when he looked at the level of squad he had previous times with kind of Stuart Armstrong, Ryan Christie coming in off the
Yeah.
bench. We had a level of player that was there to replace top quality as well. So Brendan's overcame that adversity. It has been a bit of a mess, and that's obviously been proven with the recruitment team, with two of them leaving, whether that was them resigning or being sacked, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
So I think Brendan's overcome that adversity, and he's still managed to win us the league, even though there was a high percentage of the season that we're sitting saying this maybe isn't the best in the eye, these performances. But that's where you appreciate a quality manager like Brendan even more, because he's managed to push through that. He's managed to
Yeah.
get the best out of the players that's available. And I don't really see any other manager that was quoted with as being able to get the best out of these players that they've been given. So it bodes well for the future as well, because if we've got new members of the recruitment coming in, if Brendan's more kind of hands on with bringing in players that he wants and needs with the quality that he mentioned, then it can only bode well, because for that kind of manager for us to put our trust in, I would definitely put my trust in Brendan with regards to kind of seeing a player. And we us winning the league this year, we've got over that kind of hard hurdle, and
Yeah.
now we him kind of having the rule on whoever comes in and out. That I've got full confidence regarding that.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, 100%. I saw a comment from this man here. He says, we need a better coach to teach wingers at the club. Someone on Harry Kuehl, Duff's level with top level experience. Big Rab by Niz. I seen your previous comment. I know. I seen his previous comment about replacing Harry Kuehl. That's already been done. I don't know if you were aware, but there's been a coach called Adam Sadler brought into the club. Everybody thinks it's the American actor, the comedy guy from The Wedding Singer, when I say that for some reason, and it's not him. It's a guy that Brendan worked with at Leicester. He's actually a Geordie as well. He's from Newcastle. He was an ex-professional footballer as well, Adam Sadler. And yeah, so Harry Kuehl has been replaced, I'm afraid. Like Barry's comment there, he said Brendan Rodgers has worked wonders this year. Aye, good evening, Barry. Hope you're well, pal. With a weakened squad from last season, I believe the board will give him what he wants in this summer. Yeah, mate, I think that's the kind of growing consensus now from the Celtic fans as we gear towards the summer. Patrick McLaughlin, good evening, mate. He says Harry Kuehl won that Asian Champions League last weekend. Yeah, I seen that, mate. That was very well done. Obviously, his first spell in management, and that's the first time ever. Big Ange never even, I think they get beat at the semis of that tournament. So he's kind of done something a bit different, Alan, in terms of the Yokohama Mariners team, because he's took them all the way and they have won the trophy. So fair play to Harry, mate.
I know. I think he was managing before the lower leagues in England as well. I think he maybe took a managerial job too early, possibly, because that obviously didn't work out for him. And then he's took a step back and kind of reverted to coaching. And now he's took that step back up again to management, and it looks as if it's going to prove as if that's been a good choice to take the time and study the coaching under other managers. So all the very best to him, because he was a very, very good member of staff, by the sounds of it, as a coach, Glasgow Celtic. So I hope he continues to do very well, and maybe we might see him in the future as a future manager. We never know.
You never know, mate. We've went down the Australian route already, so why not? Let's no end it there. Kevin Ferrier's joining, as he said. Who gave you the Ur Willie, JP? Nobody, Kevin. Obviously, you've just joined us, mate. This was asked earlier in the show at the beginning, and I replied to that by saying it's a bite, mate. So I woke up last Sunday morning. Some sort of insect has bitten me just at the top of my cheekbone here, and it's became a bit of a mess now. I think I've done it because I applied TCP and I've been doing it every day since Sunday. It's starting to dry up now, so it's starting to kind of go away. I'd imagine this is scabbing over and then it'll just fall off. So nobody's gave me an Ur Willie, mate. Nobody's gave me a wet willy either before MD does ask me. I know what yous are all like. I can picture all the bits of your heads moving, thinking about that. They're coming in. Definitely not. And Lisa Duffin joining us also. Good evening, Lisa. Hope you're well. She said, hail, hail. Looking forward to tomorrow's festivities. Yes, I'm pretty sure half of Glasgow are looking forward to it. Maybe even some Irish cousins are over as well, and they'll celebrate the festivities as a game as a Saturday. Now, for everybody who is tuning in, this happened last year as well, and a guy, I don't know if anybody remembers seeing that. A guy turned up at 3 o'clock thinking the game was starting at 3, and the majority was all left Celtic Park MIRREN, and the game's at 12:30, so please don't anybody be late. Don't anybody turn up thinking that the game is a wee bit later. It's 3:30. I'm not really pickles my brain here is the fact that the tap off of our league all play at 12:30 tomorrow, and the bottom half all play at 3 o'clock on Sunday. Why not just end it all on the same day? Is that not more common sense?
Well, it'll be a TV deal. Obviously, they're not allowed to broadcast any football game at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. So Sky would probably be looking at that. There's something to play for. I don't know if there is. Is there still something to play for? Was the Ireland spot still up for grabs?
No, I think, well, it goes into tomorrow, doesn't it? Because I think there's like 2 or 3 points in it between St George, because they drew one each the other night. So I think it's like 2 points in it. Ross County are above St Johnstone with 2 or 3 points ahead. So it goes into Sunday.
So that's what they're looking at. So instead, they're breaking that up into 2 so that the entertainment value that you've got something to play for, that people will tune in and look at kind of St Johnstone or Ross County or whoever that may be. So it's just because it's across the board, you're not allowed to put football on television at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. So it's just another part of the Sky deal that will be.
Does that apply next Saturday? Because the cup finals are 3 o'clock or not?
But there's no league games on.
No.
You can't.
I've just thought of a bit humorous here because you said 3 o'clock on a Saturday, and it's 3 o'clock on a Saturday, and obviously that game's going to take place along at the same time as the FA Cup final as well. Yes, Lisa, there is a double whammy for Celtic fans if anyone is interested in it. Obviously, the girls' team play on Sunday, and they have a chance to do what the men's team have just done and secure their first actual championship. I know they fell short at the last kind of hurdle last year, on the last day of the season, actually. I think they lost it by a goal, Alan, which was a bit... your heart sinks, doesn't it, mate, when stuff like that happens. So it's... could be a busy weekend for Hoops fans all round, mate.
Good luck to the girls on Sunday as well. It looks they're at top spot at the minute, but there's no much involved there. A lot can change.
I've not watched. I missed the last game there.
I missed that one because I know 3 goals.
I've seen the one before. Is it 3 goals?
Before I can't quote me now, I didn't look, but before that game, I'm sure.
Lisa will know. I think
It's
Lisa knows a bit more
Lisa
about
can tell us,
the ladies. Lisa will be able to tell us. I think she
the
knows
last
more
couple of
about
days has been a bit of a
the.
blur, obviously, with the celebrations on Wednesday. So,
Mhm.
I was sure that there was 3 goals of a difference before that game between the top 2 sides. So, aye, well, at least I could tell us, but I was under the impression that we should be getting in there as favourites anyway on Sunday to pick up that league title for the Celtic women. So, aye. Obviously, it'll be a nice day tomorrow, and hopefully we can follow that up on Sunday with getting both male and female league titles. 16 goals.
So
I'm sure
you know
that might be
more.
always
You know
right.
more. You know more than me, Kevin. To be fair, Kevin, to answer your question earlier, there's been a few comments since the last time you said, and we've been chatting. Ryan's not here. No, he's in Mallorca as we speak just now. He's on holiday with some friends, so he's left the podcast game to the big boys now. So he's away letting his hair down and playing with Carlos Puyol. That's another story.
I don't know why I said that.
I'm not even getting into that again, but I can just picture him doing that now, trying to put his hair on a plate for Ronaldinho's photo shoot tomorrow. But
waxing off
right,
Ivan
okay, so we're getting
head.
comments in saying that the girls are a wee ahead, Alan, so there must be a good bit in it.
Maybe
So
I was
Celtic,
misinformed.
so Celtic are plus
Must be that.
16 goals. Right, okay. You had me kind of worrying there. I was like, oh, is it nip and tuck? Because then obviously, but barring a miracle, and obviously, I think it's Celtic play Hibs Sunday. Am I right? Away? Are they away?
I think so. But no, they're at home. Because I got a message through to buy tickets.
Are they at Celtic Park? Oh, yeah. So
I got a
they are.
message through to buy tickets.
Yeah, so they are. I get one too. I got an email. Just as you said that there. So yeah, they're at. Yep. So they're at Celtic Park. There we go. So Patrick McLaughlin, thank you. That's what I love about us chat, and obviously we don't know
much about the women's game, so I.
Yeah, I'm at home, Francis. Yeah, as you can see, mate, I'm at home. I know he's only talking. I know. I'm in one of the kind of moods. I'm sorry. Lisa's coming back now. Celtic goal difference 16. Yeah, no, they're at home. They're at home at Airdrie. Oh, they're at Airdrie. I thought it was Celtic Park. Right, okay.
It's always the Excelsior Stadium with Airdrie they play.
Nice one. Okay.
I knew that.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah. So we've got tomorrow on. Tomorrow's trophy day. I don't think there's going to be much tactical breakdown, mate. I don't think we'll be sitting here doing that now. It's party time, isn't it? I think tomorrow. I think you could play Ralston, Bain. I don't know. The young lad. What's his name? Montgomery. I'm just throwing names out now. To me, it doesn't matter what team feels tomorrow because I don't think that Wilbury team. I'm only having a laugh before people start throwing all sorts of obscenities. Yeah, no, definitely. I don't think so. Raphael Shite in midfield, and I really don't think Oliver Tebble out in the wing. I think you would notice a difference right enough in my head. I know being there and him being there.
Van der Snow is a linesman.
Big Van der Snow. Oh my goodness. By the way, it was a tragic thing what happened to him twice actually.
He's alright now, but isn't he? Aye.
Yeah, but I think he's
playing,
at playing football, isn't he? Yeah.
Aye.
Because obviously you saw things through the years like Christian Eriksen, Fabrice Muamba, lots of tragic stuff have happened. He was doing well.
Who was he?
Yeah, we actually nearly signed. We were actually going to sign him. Mark Vivian Foy.
Aye.
Mark Vivian Foy, the Cameroonian internationalist. He passed away in the African nations when that happened. So yeah. I do apologise, by the way, if anybody can hear noise. I've got my back door line open, so if anybody can hear any noise coming in, I do apologise. There's a wee bit of noise and a wee bit of kiddie naughtiness happening outside, and kids taking a piss out of the parent in one of the back gardens. So I do apologise if anybody can hear that. but I'm not getting up to shut my door because it means I'm going to have to leave here, and I'm not doing that. I done it the other day, and my door went in the middle of chatting with Tommy Sheridan, and it just doesn't look well. So I'm not doing that again, I'm afraid. Sorry. So he's stuck with the noise of the rain shouting in the background. It's no any mine. Mine's are upstairs in their bed, so it's coming from outside the house. But yeah, tomorrow, mate, I don't think there's going to be much tactic. I think the squad itself will be bouncing off a coach tomorrow when they come into the stadium, mate. And I would expect a carnival atmosphere, mate. I really would. I think it's yeah.
Aye.
I think it's going to be a party.
Aye. I really want to predict the changes he actually makes, but I can see maybe between 3 and 5 changes being made. I think the other thing you can rely on is maybe Joe Hart being taken off at 80 minutes or something for a standing ovation. I think that's something we can rely on as well. But yes, I think we'll still win the game comfortably, whoever we play, because we're going to have that kind of feel good factor about the team and the stadium. But I think there will be a number of changes because obviously we'll still get a cup final to go for next week. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see maybe some of the important players just getting a wee rest, kind of taking in the whole party atmosphere and ready to rock and roll for.
You think
for
we could
next week.
see, like, say, Lager Bielka or Narotsky play tomorrow, or maybe even the both of them?
I'd like to see them. I'd like to see a bit more of them, but
Mm-hmm.
I think Brendan's already made his mind up about they two. I don't think as fans we've had enough time to kind of make a full judgment on them.
Yeah.
But the way it looks, Brendan's just low been choosing them very often, and when he has, it's been kind of last resort things. Lager Belka was halfway out the door before Cameron Carter-Vickers got his injury in the January window, so I think they probably, if we're being honest with each other, I think that they two will probably be out the door in the summer, whether that be a loan move or a
Do you
permanent move.
think Narotsky will be, Alan? I can maybe see a case there for Lager Bielka, but like I'm not really 100% with Narotsky because he has played this season probably more than Lager Bielka. And obviously there's been injuries and there's been things happening with him, so I don't know. I'm not willing. I don't know if I'm willing to just throw the towel in with that one right away. But I think you're spot on in terms of Lager Bielka, though. I think Brendan's kind of showed his hand when he brings Stephen Welsh on from the bench before him in one of the games when he's sitting on the bench.
I've spoke relatively highly about what I've seen for Mike Nerowski. I thought it looks as if he had kind of bags of potential. He maybe let himself down against Aberdeen, the Miowski goal. But
He could have
I've
actually
just
been
got
sent
this.
off that day, mate, if you remember back to it.
I know. So I've just got this feeling that Brendan, if anything happened just now to Cameron Carter-Vickers or William Scales, I think he'd bring in Stephen Welsh before the other two as well.
Yeah.
I'm not making any judgment. I don't think we've had enough kind of viewing time to make a judgment on either Lager Belka or Mike Nerowski. You can look at them on one game and say what you think, but
Yeah.
I think with these kind of players coming from a different country, they're youngish centre halves.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they need time to bed in, but I just get the feeling that Brendan's no like what he's seen. He's seen these guys day in, day out. And for whatever reason that may be, he's no he's no he's not he seems not to be choosing any of the two of them for whatever reason that may be. I don't think anybody will ever find out the reasons why, but it just seems as if he doesn't want them to play. So I can maybe see Stephen Welsh coming in tomorrow. I think you'll see probably Ralston, maybe Tomoki Awata, Paolo Bernardo, Nicholas Cooney. No,
Yang,
I don't
maybe.
want to get into that. No.
No, I know you. I know you don't want to
get.
get. I know you don't want to get Palmer maybe from the start.
Palmer maybe aye. So there's a few that you might see. I think I don't know how many changes he'll want to make, but
Yeah,
it's one of
he might
the
even
ones
play Ida tomorrow again. He might play Adam Ida again.
Could be, aye. But it'll be interesting to see. But I think more of the kind of viewing we've got tomorrow is for a party, and then for the celebrations afterwards, shall we say?
Yeah.
And then on Sunday morning we'll see online all the Rangers dads taking photos of the litter that was spilled in the Drumgate.
Aye.
With zooming in and cans of Iron Brew and bottles of Buckfast and that. That's what we'll see.
Yeah, George, actually, I went 10 rounds with him, mate, and I'm still standing, but he's not even wanting to talk during pressers now, mate. That's how badly beaten he is. I'm only kidding. Why do people think automatically when is this no close enough for folk? Do I need to bring myself closer to the camera?
Oh, don't do that. You've
I've
scared the
been bit.
veins.
I know. The wee man that's at the back playing me his mum now. I've been bit with some sort of insect, George. So I don't know what it was, mate. I woke up on Sunday morning and my eye was. I'd explained at the beginning, George. My eye was like the way it is when you start to get a cold sore, and you start to see like a wee bunch of them together. So yeah, like I says, it's one of those things, mate. I've whacked TCP on it every single day, twice a day, actually, and it's stung like hell. Don't get me wrong, but it's scabbed over now, George. So, but I'm here, mate. I'm here. I'm more concerned about my knee, mate, than I'm my eye. I think there's one person tonight mentioned my knee, and it's no Mrs. Begg. Put it that way. She's Mrs. Beggs. She's looking for me. I've been hiding for her all week. I nicked somebody else's stick the other day, so I was told not to do it. No, it wasn't, Sean. I'm not even putting that comment up, cheeky. No, it was not. It wasn't. It was just a bite, mate. I don't know what it was. It
was winching full Clermont.
Aye, that was it. Alec Ray get jealous.
Stubble rash after.
You're right, Thomas. Aye, TCP is savage, mate. It gets to the root of the problem, mate, and burns the hell right out it and destroys it and hopefully makes it disappear. But unfortunately, it's no went away before the morrow. So I'm going to have to go to the game with
Top Guns on.
Alan's balaclava on.
Aye.
But,
walking into the shop with that rolled sausage, aye. Rolled sausage and empty the till.
Rolled sausage and a can of Diet Iron Brew, mate, and gives all the money. It's in your I'm not, by the way, I'm not going to tell you what roll shop it is, so they're not prepared for me walking in the door.
I know.
But,
just talking about a balaclava and an Nerf gun.
Aye, definitely. Aye, Lindsay, no, you could be right. You could actually be spot on. I doubt it though, but like I says, I was checking on about me because not that way you hear these stories about insects biting you and then they die because they've bit you or stung you or whatever they do. But there was nothing run about, so I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know if it was a midgie or it was a... My wee man's well at me. My wee man's only 5-year-old. And he's well at me, Daddy, I think you've been bit with a mosquito. And I went, we don't live in a hot country, wee man, for us to get bit with mosquito. I don't even know if you get mosquitoes in this country, do you? Or can you? Is that even a possibility? Or she just heard that off his iPad? No, I doubt it will be. I very, very much doubt it will be. I don't think we get mosquitoes. But I think he's right in terms of I've been bit with something. But with definitely something. No, plunge it will only be, mate. Bed bugs? Nah, mate. My bed's as clean as anything. No, mate. I make sure my bed's clean, mate. My bed's covered in all sorts of Febreze and nice stuff that makes you even wake up in the morning. You don't even need a shiver. It's brilliant, mate. You wake up smelling lovely. Smell like a champion.
The ropes are all smooth and everything, aren't they?
That's what I'm saying, mate. Brilliant, mate. Aye. Or the springs are working, they bother. Like, well, with this one it is so far, but I can't tell you how it'll be in a couple of weeks.
Handcuffs.
Aye, mirrors on the ceiling and all that.
I know. Got pledge on the handcuffs.
That's it. The Sony DVD handy cam sitting there waiting on the next part of action happening. Sorry, I've actually just described Ryan's room. Hunter, I've just described what's in his house for his half 10 show. Oh, it's amazing when you start chatting about stuff on here and then you start seeing stuff like this. Come on, man. What do people take me for? Like, in all honesty, come on.
That's a bit too much.
That's a bit too far. Come on, it's Friday.
Come on,
Well, you know, it's Saturday yet. Come on. There's a washing machine for stuff like that, man. Behave yourself. Come on. It's it'll be a good one. Aye. It'll be a good one, Kevin. Obviously, like we says earlier, mate, I think he's got a guest appearance tonight with Carlos Puyol. He's coming on to talk about his favourite hair samples and his shampoo and conditioner, and he's going to let Ryan rinse his fingers through his George Cadet perm. Do you know what really gets me, right? I saw Carlos Puyol the other day, right? On it was a TNT video. Just the other day, I seen him the other day. I just he cycled by me just as I was going to get away for school. No, I'm only kidding. I seen him the other day on it was on a TNT Sport thing. It's obviously Champions League finals coming up, so he was on there chatting to it. Mate, he's still got the same barnet.
Aye.
He's still got the same hair.
I know it's barker in it, man.
Like, it's not even meant grey. Like, he's still got this colour, that colour he had when he was at prime Barcelona. It's frightening. Mate, we're getting it all tonight. George thinks you're a double of Mark McGee.
Mark McGee?
There we go. Alan's a double of
Mark
Mark McGee. There we go. He must know that you sit in the house with your cardigan on when he's heating on.
Aye. I've never tried to say it about people in the stands. I know.
Yeah, saying to the coppers, that loud, we get at
I know.
Mark McGee, brilliant.
Mark McGee. We were twins, so you must look like him, I know.
Sitting in a group, I know, somebody earlier on says we were cousins, that's right, DFS, the couch shop, says we were cousins.
DFS. 4 years interest free.
What a name that is. Street shitter. What a name that is. Wow.
Which street do we avoid it?
I'm assuming that's Ryan Zali's account there. He's come on as his other half.
That's a half 11 show then. Aye. that's a different form, isn't it? Aye. That's like a different type of viewer, shall we say?
That's a different view altogether, where they just deal with emojis instead of talking.
12 for
they just talk to you in emojis, smiling, blinking, thumbs up and all that. 2 piles of shite and all that line about.
He should have put a poor emoji on, man. That would have been so good. I know.
Aye, for his name. Instead of going street shitter. Instead just to put the wee emoji on, the wee shit emoji. Andy's watched that full of emojis, by the way. Check it out, man. I've seen all the kind of movies. Brilliant. Aye, superb. Kevin, what was that he says, mate? Seen on YouTube at Joe Hart talking to Jerry and he was teary eyed, talking about his time years. Yeah, mate, it's an emotional time. Big Joe's been an unbelievable servant. I think we've spoken about him highly enough on here. And obviously you get what you see with Joe. And he's the only guy I know it's not allowed to jump about mental in the Wonder Bar. I think the bouncer was getting a bit hangy to him the other night. He's like, the bouncer, do you know who I'm at? He's like, stand there and shush to a shout. That's nothing but Carter Vickers was stoning on with the unlucky Rangers 3 in a row. And did you see him try to get down off a stool?
That's right.
To really regain it. He looked fairly wasted, man.
I know.
With a big boat of Grey Goose standing on the table. Brilliant, but listen, it's well deserved, and I'm really glad the gaffer, Brendan, I'm really glad that he let them go and enjoy themselves. But I'm assuming they were all together because obviously there's more videos of Ida and Stephen Welsh hogging the mic, and you see Palmer and quite a few of them over in the distance, even when it shows you Joe Hart and Carter Vickers shouting champions again. But I don't know. I know they were in the Wonder Bar, but I don't know if that was a was that a secluded bit in the Wonder Bar they were?
Must have
Because
been a bit different, didn't it?
surely that looked a wee bit different for that night we were in it.
Why is that all in the front of everything, man? Honestly, and
Do you see him with a 360 camera?
You're like,
It's because he's leaving, mate. He's got to work with Quan and Subway, so he's got to take in all the memories. He's getting the most of it. He's apparently big Quan.
I know, he was like right in the front of everything.
Aye, that's the thing as well. I mean, obviously the videos are annoying, Maeda dancing and stuff like that, brilliant. But has anybody seen the video when they play "Don't Worry, Be Happy" and Maeda? He's standing clapping, and the next minute he does this as if I don't know what he thought he seen behind him. But he absolutely kicked his brakes, and he kind of gets a fright like that. And then he just, as if he smiles and, I just need to go along with this. It's actually quite funny. No, he was looking, that's what he was looking for. He was actually looking to see if Tavernier was still there for a week before, trying to get a halfway line. If he'd caught up with me. That's a good shout, by the way. That's a brilliant shout. Right, more importantly, tomorrow, give us your team selection. Who are you picking for tomorrow before we finish up?
Do you want a lot of the numbers and all?
Aye, give me them and all. Saturday tomorrow, I can put them on tomorrow morning.
Right, Joe Hart. Anthony Ralston.
All right.
Just
I
Joe
thought you were just Joe Hart, just Joe. Aye, right, okay.
Joe Hart, Tony Ralston, Stephen Welsh, William Scales, Greg Taylor, Cal McGregor, Tomoki Iwata, I still think he'll play Matt O'Reilly. Be Dyson Maeda, Nicholas Kuhl, and Kyogo.
Oh, Kyogo. Right, okay. Anybody in the comments willing to put in their team? I did see one earlier, but it's too far back now. There's been loads of comments come in. Since. So if it was yourself, just say it was you, Plunge. I don't know if it was you. It might have been somebody else. I do apologise if it was. Just copy and paste it and put it back in again, because I never got to see it because of the amount of comments that came flooding in. So I'll be back in the comments as well. No, Celtic, that's not happening. McCarthy on the bench, no, that's it. You're even getting a game of fives with.
The park bench with Jared Victor.
Says no ball games. What you doing?
Feed the duck.
Feed the duck. Clap your hands, the duck will do a flip into the water. Aye, feed the duck. Got my bill all Ronnie, apart in the sky.
Paul McCarthy will be on the bench before him.
Paul McCarthy. Get back to where you want to belong. Aye, Joe Hart, I think, will start. I think you're right, though. I think he might come off for a standing ovation, the way he did with, Big Ange did with Beaton and Tom Rogic. I think he'll play Ralston as well. Plunge, here we go. So before I give my team, I'll go with Plunges. Siegrist, Ralston, Narotsky, Lager, Bielka, Montgomery, Iwata, Home, Bernardo, Palmer, Kuhn, and O. Wow, that's not even going to make a split, that team, man. That's not even a third string team. Right, fair enough.
Was in the country before they're all right. You see them at the end of that.
Aye. Because of big Adam Eder. No, he had to come back to us from Motherwell, remember, because of, I don't think he can play with us though. I don't think he can play. I don't think he's fit enough to play. But aye, that's that's one of the right off the cuff selections. So I'm going to go with Joe Hart, Anthony Ralston. I think it'll be I'm going to go with Stephen Welsh and Narotsky. I'm going to go with Greg Taylor. I think the midfield will be... I think it'll be Callum. I think it'll be Matt O'Reilly and Hatate. I just think he'll stick with that for some reason. I really, really do think he'll go with that. And I think it'll be Forrest and Palmer. And I think it'll be Big Ida. Plays up front. I think that'll be the team. And then I think he'll obviously make changes. And I think maybe, like Plunge says, Big O might come on. Because, like you say as well, Alan, he's got the cup final to think about as well. If he does change the midfield, the only one I'm thinking he might come in is Zawata. That's about it.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I do think he's about the only one that will change. I don't think Bernardo will start. I can't see Odin Holmes starting because he's just come back for a back injury. I don't know how fit he is. I don't know if he's ready to go or what. Might be ready to go as in out the door. See you later, son. Thanks for your service. One of the ones. Maybe no. Who knows? But I'm not too sure his fitness, so I don't think he'll be near the team tomorrow. And then obviously we'll look to party. But before I let everybody go, don't think he's getting away that quickly. As you all know, folks, we are doing a unrestricted view bonus ball. And for anybody that's new in the chat, want to know what we're doing the bonus ball for, here it's here. Take that away as well. So the bonus ball is for to have a chance at winning one of 3 prizes. It's £2 to enter the bonus ball, folks. The top prize is the one at the top of this photo. So they are treble winning medals. The second prize is a Europa League medal that was made for the staff, the players, etc., for the Europa League game in 21-22 season against Bayer Leverkusen in the 30th of September. And the third prize in the bonus ball is the Celtic goodie bag you can see with the hat, the book, the bottle, and I think we've got a couple of badges there as well. Celtic badges. So, fantastic prizes. Like I says, folks, you've got you can have a chance to win one of the prizes if you enter. £2 to enter. If you wish to do so, folks, you can pay into our PayPal account, which is ryanclifford9@aol.co.uk. If you're going to pay into that, folks, please leave a message who you are so we know, so we can mark it down. Once I finish just now, I'll be putting a wee update on our social media of how the book's looking just now. And that'll give everybody a wee idea of what's left. The numbers when we're selecting for folk, they are getting selected at random. I've done that from the beginning. So, yeah, as I said. And a few comments have come in about us being ball deep and this and that, and yeah, we're ball deep on this and this. That's what I love about this podcast. Lucky boys, good boys, all the boys, good boys. I know, brilliant. But anybody at all that's wishing to take part, that's what you need to do to enter. If you do not have, now this is a key one. If you do not have PayPal, you don't know what it is, you've never done it before, please message us privately on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, any one of the social media platforms. Please get in contact with us because we wouldn't want anybody that is maybe sitting there panicking thinking, I've not got PayPal, Alan. What do I do? How do I take part? If you want to take part, message us privately and we will give you an alternative way of sending your money. So it's £2 and you can have 1 in 3 chances of winning a fantastic prize, Alan. Yeah, and they're good prizes as well, mate. Let's say if you take into a shop to maybe depends on if you took more than one ball. But if you went into a shop to buy these, mate, they'd be certainly worth a lot more than £2, buddy.
Aye. No magic prizes. Get them in your what was the other thing? And what's that?
Tombola.
A tombola. Aye.
Get them in
Get
a
them in a
tombola.
tombola.
For Made Up United.
So we'll cut them all up and put them in a tombola, please, and then we draw them out, and you can win a prize.
And
3
you can win a
prizes.
prize. Aye.
So
We just did a draw down the green now.
aye.
Just doing it a green.
What green?
Who's
Oh, no,
not get beat last week? Aye.
Aye.
We did, aye. Who half it? Can't remember, man. Aye. Only Rare FC. A couple of wee line pricks, Albion. But Alan, it was lovely chatting to you, mate. As I said, we've obviously, you've been chatting off when we've not been on here, but it was lovely getting a wee chat about Celtic again, me, mate. It's always a good excuse. Look forward to tomorrow, mate.
Aye.
Yeah.
Everybody is. It's time to. Nice sunny day, 24 degrees seemingly tomorrow. It's going to be a very happy day. And a lot of people wearing blue taps that will locked away in a cupboard in the house and all. So just take a wee moment to just think about the poor guys as well.
Yeah, definitely. We'll all take a wee moment.
Not too long, but
no, not too long. But we'll all take a wee moment. Enough for us to giggle. And smile extremely. Because like I say, this is one of the most satisfying victories we've had in a long time. Maestro, you need to start coming on early, mate. You really, really do. I've no took second prize off anybody. It's a bite. It's an insect bite. I've whacked TCP on it. It's ended up scabbing over because of the burn. Feel the burn, my man. Feel the burn. But I've took the sting out my email and Celtic. I've took the sting out of his victory. Telling you. But no, you need to start getting on early, big man. Start setting your alarms or alarm. And if you've got a smartphone, you can set more than one alarm. I've just learnt that as well, by the way. People are going to laugh at me now. Didn't realise that you could set it for so many.
JP's went 3 rounds with baby reindeer.
Oh, mate, honestly. I'll probably win the last one round the way I feel now with my sore knee, I'll tell you. But yes, that's the most important thing. And Jem, good night all. Enjoy the big game tomorrow and the big celebrations. And most importantly, everyone, as Alan said, it's going to be warm tomorrow in Glasgow. Maybe cold at one side of Glasgow, right enough. -6, I heard the last time somebody was over there and telling me. But stay safe, be good, do things responsibly. If you're going to Merchant City, take care. Always look after yourself. Don't do anything silly. Don't be the Sunday news, like Alan says. They're going to be looking for headlines and, oh, look at them. They've smashed up the city and they've done this and they've done that. And you might even see one or two of them down there because I'm assuming they've got previous for wanting to guard statues and do some silly stuff as they normally do. But above all else, take care. Use sunscreen as well if you need it because it's going to be very, very warm tomorrow. If anybody's looking for Abbott Celtic Park tomorrow, so if anybody wants to come along and say hello and actually see my eye up close and that way you'll know for yourself it's not been a punch or a hit or something that's whacked me. It's just been something that butt me. I'll be the guy that's walking about with a balaclava on. You'll notice me straight away as soon as you walk into Celtic Park. So take care, hail. And we'll be back.
Binoculars to see if there's coming yet, or our telescope, because they're not.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's the thing as well, that, that's they're changing their name next season, folks. Heard it today. Ryan told me as well, he's been speaking to boys over in Spain. And it's became kind of breaking news that they're changing their name to Rebuild FC. So apparently they're chopping their boys off, come back as their sister. So, but yes, take care, hail, and I'll see you all on Monday. Bye bye.
The real Rangers were coming once again.